Good afternoon or good morning. I'm on my way to pick up a scholar of mine. They are sick or not feeling well. And so I'm going to get this individual. But while we are on the road, let's talk about ghosting sites. Now, ghosting sites can be the CRA not being available for the site, and the site's not being available for the CRA. So first, we're going to talk about the non-responsive site. So first, you need to investigate why that site is non-responsive. Is there something you have done? Do they have minimal site staff to pay close attention to emails and requests? Or is there some tension between the site and the CRA? So it is our responsibility to make sure we build a great relationship with our site, because at the end of the day, we all should have the same goal in mind: patient safety and data integrity. So if the site has a pressing question about maybe a confusion with the protocol, or how to assess whether or not to bring the patient in out of window because they're on their way to vacation, or whether or not an AE or an SAE needs to be reported to the IRB, they are dependent on the CRA to provide their guidance. At the same time, if the CRA is being provided from their leadership that, hey, your site has open queries for greater than 30 days or 60 days or 90 days, or they're not entering the data in EDC within the expected 3 or 5 business days that their contract outlines, then we have to constantly reach out to them. So communication works both ways. That's the gist of what we're getting at. And we want to make sure as CRAs that the deficit does not fall on our end. And when we have a communication issue, first let's try to contact the principal investigator. Start adding the PI on any correspondence that you see into the study coordinator or the pharmacist, as long as the study is not unblinded, and or any other site staff. And then if speaking to the principal investigator or having them on those correspondence does not work, then again, you always should know that you have your chain of command on the study. So you need to reach out to your code or your clinical operations leader. Your line manager can also be of some assistance by speaking to the study team on your behalf, and you or the clinical trial manager, depending on your organization, what their title is. But they are above you for a reason, and they usually have more experience, and they can help guide you on how to handle this situation. And if they have to get the sponsor involved, they will. Usually, if the sponsor has to contact the site, then the site typically provides more feedback and works more, responds more properly to your correspondence. So the takeaways is first find out why. Make sure that you were always available for your site. You won't be there 100% of the time because you are on site conducting monitoring visits, but you want to be able to do a quick contact, respond to that email, say, hey, I'm on site. I can't go into detail quite yet, but as soon as I can get a break, I will reach back out to you. If not today, within 24 hours. Make sure that they know a timeline in which you'll be available. And if 24 hours is not sufficient, then hopefully they have your code's contact information so they can reach them directly if it's indeed an emergency situation. So just know communication works both ways. Availability works both ways, but you want to make sure that you are not the individual that's not responsive to your sites not available when they need you, and not so much delay in your responses and your feedback. It is so important to build a great relationship, because at the end of the day, we're all one team with the goal in mind: patient safety and data quality.